TitleMatchNetwork.com.
Were you there for the Vader Orndorff fight?
Yes.
What do you remember of that?
I was in the dressing room for that. I was sitting right there, me and Ming,
Right.
Ming at that time, and Orndorff had just gotten the job in WCW,
Colonel
and
Parker.
he was very proud of that job. And they had, I guess Rick had the book then, and then they had hired Orndorff as a serious agent. He was supposed to clean up some of this, not coming in on time and not doing this right, or just listen to things when you're told it instead of just going out and doing your own thing and disregarding what somebody told you. You got guys just going their own way, showing up 3 hours late, all this stuff. And here's Vader. He's a fine guy. Vader's a fine guy, but he's got some problems along with being a fine guy, that he's a tough guy in his mind, and it's part of who he is. Anyway, he in WCW at that particular time comes in when he wants to come in. And if it's 2 hours late, then you just deal with that. But things had changed in Atlanta. New agents, a new deal. And so they said, put Orndorff on Vader. And so Vader comes in the dressing room and they're all like, hey guys, don't put down the book. We're all dressed, interviewing everything. Where's Vader? Where's Vader? No Vader, no Vader. All of a sudden there he is. And he ain't even getting dressed. He just sits down there. They need him for interviews.
Right.
And he's just sitting down there and he's telling stories and laughing, and we're all talking back and forth. And here comes Orndorff in. And Orndorff says, hey, what are you doing here friggin' 2 hours late? What the hell's wrong with you? He said, and he told him, he said, you big fat SB, he said, you get your fat ass up and you put those clothes on and get your ass out there for those interviews and do it now. And he walks out. And Vader turns all red in the face and he goes, who? No. Nobody talks to me like that. He said, who does he think he is? Nobody talks to me like that. Then he goes back telling the story. Hey, yeah, you guys was over there, didn't you? Well, we went to the thing down the road here. And 5 minutes later, here comes Orndorff back in again. And he says, you big fat SB no good, but boy, and he cusses him. And Vader says, don't talk to me like that. And he says, you get your fat ass up and you get your shit on now and you get out of there, you bastard, you're going to be god dog boy. And I'm sitting watching that and I'm going, whoa, that is some serious stuff, man. And I thought,
some shit there.
I ain't so sure you ought to be maybe talking to Vader quiet, singing, like that. And what I was thinking, but Vader gets up, Paul walks out around the edge, he's supposed to get dressed. Vader just gets up and walks right around, follows him, goes into the other room, side room. I don't follow in there. I just sit where I'm at. But I hear the boom,
He heard
bang, the big ruckus. So everybody gets up, naturally runs around there. When we get there, Vader's flat. And he's just kind of... And Vader, Jimmy, my cousin, Bunkhouse Buck, Vader don't have respect for Buck. He kind of likes me. So he...
I know, but I remember him. Bunkhouse Buck and Colonel, his real name is Robert. Colonel Parker. I didn't know they was related. He said he turned around the corner and Vader was out. Now that's rugged. So even Colonel Parker done seen it. He said Bagwell seen it. Giovanni was there. Taskmaster was there. Dallas Page was this is mid-90s. Yeah, Page was there. So Dave, let's call him Dave Fuller. Dave Penzer said he was right there.
Talks to me, he's kind of nice to me, but he's not nice to Jimmy at all, my cousin. And so a lot of guys around the dressing room, he don't pay him any attention, not nice to him. I'll get back to that. Vader's there, and he's kicking in the floor there, and he's knocked out. He's just knocked out. And I say, what in God's world did that to him? Orndorff. Boom, boom, boom.
I'm like, Colonel Parker got some hands. How about the way he was describing it? Let me get that back.
What world did that to him? Orndorff. Boom, boom, boom.
But the Colonel got some hands.
330 pounds of shit.
Oh, he's more than that now. He's like 450. Let me get that back again. Oh.
Vader's there and he's kicking in the floor there, and he's knocked out. He's just like that. And I say, what in God's world did that to him? Orndorff. Boom, boom, boom. Wow. 330 pounds of shit right there.
That's fucked up.
Somebody, oh.
The Colonel, he said, look at this. 330 pounds. He almost sounds like Vince almost saying that. That is crazy. Okay, one more time. That is something.
What in God's world did that to him? Orndorff. Boom, boom, boom. Wow. 330 pounds of shit right there. Somebody. Oh, buddy. To me, and I look up at Paul Orndorff and all the guys in the dressing room. Here's this new agent, Paul Orndorff. And everybody looks at him and goes, whatever Paul says goes. First time, don't tell me twice. One of them type of deals. I was there for that deal, but the funny part about that is they got a pay-per-view, our Monday night taping that we're doing
Nitro?
in Minneapolis.
Nitro.
Or the Mall of America or something like that. And me and Jimmy were up there in the afternoon, and it's about 1 o'clock, and we go to 7-Eleven, and it's a Sunday, and the next day we got the wrestling. And we're going to buy a beer, but you can't buy beer at 1 o'clock. So we're there in front of the 7-Eleven, and we're waiting on
12
the beer.
o'clock in Jersey.
You know, right? And here comes Vader driving by in the car, and he slams on his brake, backs up, and sees us standing in front of the 7-Eleven, and he drives in, and he big old busted up black face all swelled up like a basketball, and he goes,
Goose egg.
"Hey, Buck!" I mean, he's a different man. God has come and touched his heart. "Hey, Buck, how you doing there, boy?" He said, "Hey, Colonel, no, man, what are you boys doing waiting on some beer?" Oh, gosh, and I look over Jimmy, and he looks at me, and I say, "Attitude adjustment." Boy, he got one. And old Paul, God dang, as an agent, one of the better ones in the business. He was like,
Ooh, boy. So that's about the 5th, 6th, or 7th time. Yeah, I heard the story because he said he didn't step out in the hall at first, but he heard the commotion. And the way he said it, he said, "Boom, boom, boom." He was standing like Parlin Parker. The way he would describe, like he had some lefts and some rights. But that's bad there. And this was 95, so that means Anderson and Flair was there too. I don't know if they saw it now. Sting was there. And what's his name? Said he was bullshitting with him. The Pitbull, which knows some grappling for real. I saw an interview with him a few days ago. So he knows some shit, some holds and stuff. And remember one time he said they were horsing around. Vader was bullshitting when he was like, let me just see something right quick, and tried to muscle up to Pitbull, who's probably like 250 back then, but he was still a big dude. I guess he reversed it and caught him in that rear choke, and yeah, so he knows that shit for real, and got put him to sleep. So yeah, but this Orndorff business, leave that alone. Because then I did a reaction to the original video I found with Orndorff, which I think I had the DVD somewhere. It's been a long ass time. I think he says something like it would have got a lot worse if he had which it would have if he had the cowboy boots on. That man would have had no face left, because y'all know that a lot of them back then they like wearing the cowboy boots or the construction boots. So, just imagine. He said he just had a piece of flip flops. That's just styrofoam and plastic. But it would have been. It was already bad enough. He said, but that would have been 1,000 times worse if he had the cowboy boots on. He had on the Timberlands. That would have really. That would have been it. Really it.